We're back with Adam Sandler. When you're here, you're always telling us these interesting stories from your life, so I thought we would play a little game. It's called Did Adam Do It?
Yes.
Yep. All right,
Yes,
here's how
I
it works.
did.
I am
I
going
did
to read
do
a
it.
scenario, and I'm going to have to try and guess if this actually happened to you or not. Adam
Okay.
scared everyone in his apartment building when he lost his snake, Ralph. What kind of snake was it?
A king snake,
How big was the king snake?
7 feet,
7 feet. What did you keep it in?
like this aquarium look thing, and we'd have to feed him a mouse on occasion.
How often did you feed him the mouse?
I think it was once every 2 weeks, if I remember correctly. I was little,
How old were you?
4.
Okay, you did not have a snake when you were 4 years old. This is not true, right? It's not true.
This is a very true story. Yes, he was my snake in New York, and when we moved to New Hampshire, we couldn't take the snake to where we were going, so we had to give away the snake, and his name was Ralph. And I used to write letters to Ralph all the time, to the person that my parents gave the snake to. Dear Ralph, I hope you're well. I miss you. I wish you were with me, slithering in the bed. Yes.
You were 4 years old and your parents had a snake as a pet for you at 4?
Yes, they were iffy on me, my parents. They didn't know if they wanted me or not, so they were just letting God make decisions.
All right. Adam fought with David Spade after he sold his boat and they could no longer go out on the water together. Who had the boat? David Spade had the boat?
No, it was my boat.
Oh, it was your boat. I'm not even going to ask questions. I bet you did have a boat.
That's not a real story. That's a made-up one. But that could happen for sure. He would get very jumpy if I sell anything. He's mad that he can't do something you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know. Okay, at a party, Harrison Ford asked Adam to wash his car.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford asked you to wash his car.
Yes.
What was that situation? Why did he ask you to wash a car?
Well, yeah, it did happen. It was I was at Carrie Fisher's party. Remember those great Carrie Fisher parties?
I went to one of those great Carrie Fisher parties.
The best. And I was there, and I was a young man. I think I was on Saturday Night Live, maybe a year or two. I was about 24 or something, and Harrison Ford was there, and he saw me, and he said, "Oh, my God." I said, "Oh, my God, Harrison Ford knows me." He goes, "My kids like you." And I said, "Oh, that's great." He goes, "Would you ever want to come to my house?" And I was like, he goes, and wash my car? It really would make him laugh. And I was like, yes.
That's fantastic. And you did? You went and washed the car?
No. But I got to say, I know Harrison Ford I know him well now. And 2 times in a row, when there were fires in our neighborhood, we had to check into a hotel, and Harrison was at the same hotel, and I sat and hung out with Harrison at the same hotel and talked about when's this fire going to end and that kind of stuff. But I consider myself tight with Harrison now.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's a really,
Yes.
really good guy. And so are you. Adam's movie, Hubie Halloween, will be available on Netflix starting on Wednesday.